What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we're going to talk more about Force World or Lucas World, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Land, whatever you want to call it. I would say out of all four of those names, Galaxy's Edge is by far the worst. By far the worst. Now, the last week I have given you a breakdown of a couple of different fan designs for what a Star Wars theme park could look like. And the first one I covered is Lucas World, and then yesterday, or the day before, I'm not sure, I covered the Force World theme park. Both incredible, both are very similar in some aspects, both have incredible positives and very little negatives, if any. I can't think of any negatives, to be honest with you. But I felt like it was a good opportunity to go ahead. Let's break down which one of these two is truly the better theme park layout. Now, when I did my video, like I said, first I did Lucas World, and then I found the Force World, and I said the Force World was better, actually, in my opinion, and that was me just reacting to seeing it because it is incredible. But then I started thinking about the Force World one again, and I was like, you know what, the Lucas World one, the Lucas World is pretty damn cool too. So, which one do I actually prefer? So first, let's look at it, okay? So we've got a lot of similarities here, a lot of similarities. We have the Coruscant, which opens up the theme park. You've got Coruscant here. You've got Coruscant over at Force World. We're just going to call this Lucas. We're going to call this Force. So at Lucas, we have Coruscant, and we have what would be essentially Main Street, USA, leading us right to the Death Star. Now, over here at Force, we have the same thing. We have a Coruscant, we have a Main Street USA that leads us right to Starkiller Base and the Death Star. Now, the big difference here is the design of the actual front gate that you would go in. Over here on Lucas, it's pretty cool. You've got the Jedi symbol here. It's hard to see. It's pretty cool, but I gotta say, this right here, this entrance at Force World, incredible. And how you have the front of the Falcon here, because this entire theme park is designed like the Millennium Falcon, which is incredible. I just think that this is a more grandiose entrance with, you know, the buildings and everything for Coruscant. It looks like you've got a water fountain there, which is a really nice touch. I'm definitely going to have to go with the front gate here. Definitely goes to Force World, no doubt about it. Now you've got to look at what I like about this here, okay, is I love the fact that at Force World, it's broken down by trilogies. And that's what is awesome here. All right. So this is the original trilogy area. You know, you have Dagobah, you have Yavin 4, you have Tatooine, you have Hoth. You know, you have Bespin. It's all broken down right here. You know, so this is your original trilogy area. Okay, then you've got Kashyyyk building the bridge over to the prequel era. So you've got Camino, you've got Geonosis, you've got Naboo. That is just a really nice touch. That's a really, really nice touch that I really do appreciate a lot. Now, then you come over here and you've got Octu, and you have Jakku, and you have Takodana. You've got Mustafar right there too. That's kind of, you know, right in the middle. So you've got the sequel trilogy right here too, and then you have Future Development Land. Amazing. Like this Force World thing is on point. This thing is on point. Let me tell you. Now over here we've got a similar layout, but not quite as detailed as Force World. So we got Geonosis, we've got Hoth, we've got Tatooine. Again, both of these have a similar like Big Thunder Mountain style, what looks to be some type of roller coaster over here in Tatooine, which is cool. Both have a similar Hoth, what seems to be a roller coaster. And both have Bespin right there in the same area. The big difference here is that you've got Dagobah and you've got Yavin 4 right here. Whereas Geonosis is over on the Lucas World one. So I much overall, I mean, again, you still got everything here. You've got Endor, you've got Dagobah here. I mean, I like this Lucas World one, but there's no doubt about it. There's more attention to detail, and the eras of Star Wars and how they're intertwined on this one much better, and I appreciate that far more. Again, I'm not trying to take anything away from this theme park at all. Plus, one thing that has to be pointed out, because you're looking at this, you're like, wow, that is the Millennium Falcon. That is incredible. That's an amazing, that's an amazing kind of cherry on the top that this is designed like the Falcon. And it is. And it is. Now, unless I'm missing something, I do not see what would be a railroad track that goes around it or a monorail, whereas this one does have a monorail or a railroad track that goes around the entire park. That is cool, and that would be really cool to experience, a monorail or something like that, because you know, Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, you have the Walt Disney World Railroad system, and it goes around the entire park, and it's just a really nice, relaxing thing where you can actually get to see different perspectives of the park, and that's a really cool touch. So even though this design is much awesome, looks more awesome from this perspective, having a track that goes around the entire park, that's a pretty big game changer right there. So upon looking at this more, there actually is a monorail here at the Force World, and it's called the Intergalactic Monorail. You can see it right there as number 1 on the outer rim. So I was looking along these lines here on the very outside, but then after I recorded the video, I started looking further in. I said, look, there's something back there actually. So I pulled up a higher quality image. So there's a monorail here at Force World too. Force World is on point. My goodness. Again, both of them are amazing, but Force World is on point. I wanted to correct myself on that because I didn't see it when I originally made the video. So anyway, thanks guys. But I'm still gonna side with the overall layout here. So then you got to look at the details. Now, it's hard for me to read the details here at Lucas World. I've looked them over prior to this video, and the details are good. A lot of the rides, a lot of the names and everything like that. But as I covered in my video where I was talking about Force World, there's Palpatino's Pizza. Palpatino's Pizza. Are you kidding me? There's Padme's Pizzeria. Padme's Pizzeria. There's Han's Burgers. There's a Han's Burgers. I believe it's in Tatooine. That's incredible. I love that. So even the details, I believe Force World has the details, much more attention to detail in terms of you know, or the restaurants and the rides and the attractions and the names. There's more detail here. Now, I don't know which one of these came first, but because if Force World came second, then it would be understandable that it's kind of based off this template, and they kind of just tightened up a few things and gave us a few more details. But if Lucas World, if Force World came first, that's impressive. That's very impressive. Either way, they're both impressive. They're both amazing. They're both better than anything that we have right now at Garbage Galaxy's Edge. Even though I haven't been, I have to be fair. I will be there in a couple of weeks, so I'll be able to experience it myself. But Galaxy's Edge is nothing compared to these two designs. Nothing. Now, one thing I know a lot of people might have problems with Force World is that you do have the sequel trilogy iteration. I gotta be honest with you, I think that's actually not a negative. I think that's a good thing. I think you have to have that. I think you have to, if we're being realistic about what we would want to see, to expect that we would get sequel trilogy in the park, you have to expect that. I mean, like right now, what's going on with Galaxy's Edge is that they've pretty much essentially ignored the prequels and the original trilogy for the most part. And that's one of the bigger problems right now, among other things, but that is a big problem. I would not want to ignore the sequel trilogy. There are some fans of it out there. I did enjoy The Force Awakens, and there's just little elements that I think would be cool. Definitely the busiest area in this park. I mean, I want to say the original trilogy area, but my God, man, Geonosis, Camino, and Naboo. I mean, that's just incredible. But I would have to think this Hoth roller coaster would just be very, very popular. I think that would be really popular. But like I said in my video where I covered this first time, the Naboo area, I don't know if I'd ever leave. I mean, it's got Padme's Pizzeria in it. I mean, come on. So I'm not sure, man. Just walking into Naboo would be incredible. Also, walking through Coruscant would be incredible. But either way, Both of these parks are great. I love both of them. I'm definitely going to have to side with the Force World because it's just, there's more attention to detail. I love the layout of the Millennium Falcon. I love the entrance. I like that it's kind of broken apart through eras. I really appreciate that. I like that it does have sequel trilogy stuff in it, even though I'm not a big fan of the sequel trilogy. It's a well thought out theme park design, and I'm definitely a bigger fan of that one. That's not to say I don't love the Lucas World one though, because it is equally amazing. And the big thing that I love about this park is that it has the railroad that goes around it, and I think that that is a very crucial element to enjoying your day at a theme park, a la the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. Man, it's just so depressing that we're at this point, man. Both of these are amazing, and it just shows how bankrupt Walt Disney, or basically Lucasfilm, is right now. Lucasfilm is creatively bankrupt. They have nothing. They know nothing. They don't care. They're just trying to piece this together because they believe it's going to make money regardless, and maybe it will, but this right here, this would have been the most amazing theme park ever. But all we can do is dream about it because we're never going to get it, unfortunately. Thank you guys very much for checking out this video. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.